Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. You don't have to say the basmala, but it's a habit. Sometimes I do. إن الذين كفروا سواء عليهم أأنذرتهم أم لم تنذرهم لا يؤمنون ختم الله على قلوبهم وعلى سمعهم وعلى أبصارهم غشاوة ولهم عذاب عظيم ومن الناس من يقول آمنا بالله وباليوم الآخر وما هم بمؤمنين يخادعون الله والذين آمنوا وما يخدعون إلا أنفسهم وما يشعرون. So that's where we stop. Or you could say, or you can stop, but when you stop here, you can go back to وما يخدعون إلا أنفسهم وما يشعرون. But it's preferable to read the whole ayah without stopping. If you can do that, it's better. Inshallah. See, there is no stopping like this sign, the stopping signs that allow. They don't have it in this ayah. So if they don't have it, it's better you continue if you can. Take a deep breath and say it. And again, for those who wanted to memorize, this is the opportunity. You can memorize because we're taking little by little, ayah by ayah, and you can memorize as we go and make an intention of memorizing the whole Quran this way. And Allah will reward you, bi'idhnillah, inshallah, Allah will reward you that if you making the effort and memorizing. It will take years and years and years, but just say, hey, you make the intention and you're doing the effort. Even if we don't have the chance to make it through, Allah can pay our intention that we memorize the whole Quran. So, and the importance of memorizing the Quran is, the reward for those who finish Quran when they go into Jannah. Their level of Jannah depends on how much they memorize the Quran. They will, it's like climbing. They will be asked to recite as up to where they stop memorizing, and it's like they're climbing a ladder. And then they will recite. They will recite what they know of memory, and keep reciting until they where they stop. That's the level of the level of Jannah. So that's why it's very good to memorize the Quran. That's one of the important things of memorizing the Quran. So inshallah we do ayah 10. We don't have it, so we know Tajweed rule because this Madaya is followed by not Hamza. It's not followed by Hamza, so we do regular regular two counts. We stretch 2 counts or 2 fingers or 2 harakas or 2 times. For some people, 2 seconds. Fi, it's not followed by Hamza. If it was followed by Hamza, we do more than 2. Anytime we have a Madda Alif Wa or Ya, it's not followed by Hamza, we do more than. If we do 2. If it's not followed by Hamza, we do regular. If it's followed by Hamza, we do more than 2. Okay. Fi qulubihim. Okay. I don't know if I went over the rule of meme. I think, yeah, I did. Meme followed by meme sukun or meme that have nothing. There's a rule for meme sukun or meme that have nothing. If it's followed by another meme, you do if it's followed by, you do idgham shafawi. I mentioned that you do idgham shafawi, meme sukun followed by meme. So the way you do the idgham shafawi is you blending the meme with the meme and you hold for 2 harakas or 2 counts or 2 figures. For example, fi qulubihim him, not just fi qulubihim, and continue. So, and that's one way. And then there was another rule of meme sukun followed by ba, fi followed by ba. You do ikhfa shafawi, you hide the meme, and then the rest of the letters, 28 Arabic letters, the rest of them, some say 20, some say 29, you would make the meme clear. When you meme followed by those letters, you make it clear. So the only time you make difference, you make clear all the Arabic letters that follow a meme sukun clear except for meme and ba. If it's followed by meme, and I just explained, if it's followed by ba, you do iqlab shafawi. They have other names for it, but that's the easiest. For me, it's the easiest because you already know iqlab, you already know ikhfa, idhar. So idhar is when followed by iqlab shafawi, followed by mim idgham shafawi, we know idgham blending, and followed by all the 26 Arabic letters that are left is idhar shafawi, because you make the meme clear, really regular. It goes to its default natural or default form, which is clear. So fi qulubihim him, we know lips are meme are from the dry part of the lips, so we're gonna dry part of the lips, so we're gonna hold that him, we're gonna hold for 2 seconds, right, or 2 harakas of fingers, the dry part. We fold our lips in, and we fold our lips in, because meme is from the dry part of the lips, so we're gonna fold our lips in for the dry upper and dry lower touch. So, and hold it for 2 seconds or 2 harakas or 2 fingers. Fi qulubihim maro, we have a raw, so we raw maro, we treat the raw like a round letter because it has a fatha on it, right? So maro dung, we have a tanween. When we have a tanween, we have a nun sukun. We have a nun sukun, and every time we have a nun sukun, we have to look at the next letter to know how to read the nun sukun, and we decide does nun, the nun sukun is the fa, is fa belong to the idhar letter? What is the answer? If does fa, that's 3 questions to ask yourself. Does it belong to the idhar letters, throat, which is the throat letters? You know fa is not a throat letter, it comes from the lip and teeth. If is it idgham letter? We know yarmalun, there is no fa in the idgham letters. And then is it a ba? We know obviously it's not a ba, so we know that means that if I know the answer is no to all those 3 questions, then that means that it belongs to the ikhfa, which is the 15, that it carried the most letters, which is the 15, it carried 15 letters, which is the most letters, right? 13 we know, which is the idhar, the 3 letters we make clear, and 6, that's 6, and then idgham is 6, and then ba, which is 13, and then the rest of the letters are 15, or sometimes you could say 16, right? Because some say Arabic letters are 29. So maro dung, we hide the noon in the tanween, we hide the noon. When you're hiding the noon, we hide it with a flat mouth, because the next letter is a flat letter, which is the fa is a flat letter. When we prepare our mouth for the fa, which is that the tip of your 2 front teeth are biting the bell of your lips when you're saying the fa. So you prepare your mouth that way whilst you're hiding, so that when you finish hiding, your mouth is ready for the fa. So maro dung, I'm biting my belly of my lips, or else I'm saying dung, I'm biting belly of my lips. Maro dung, and hold it for 2 harakas. Maro dung fazadahumullahu humullah. We know what is this. We have Allahu, naming Allah. We know that the lamb, the second lamb, right? We're gonna make it round or flat. Think about it for a second. Lamb or flat, round or flat. We make it round because it's dhamma, right? Because dhamma with fatha or dhamma before the second lamb, we make it round, right? We treat a lamb, this lamb in Allah like a round letter, and we're gonna stretch it, right? Because even though we don't have the alif, the short alif to stretch, we're always gonna read it that way if we don't see it. Fazadahumullah, humullah, not lahu, not humullahu, but humullah, not marada, maro, maradun fazadahumullahu mara. Again, ra fatha, mara, do. When we're stopping, you see Sūrat Lam. If you deciding to stop here, you see the Sūrat Lam Sulli. You can stop, but when you're stopping with two fatha, you don't change the sukun. Remember that one, we don't change the sukun except for three letters. That's exception to the rule. But two fatha normally don't stop. When you don't stop with the sukun, you drop one fatha and alif. Add the alif in your mind if you don't see, but most Qurans I see have the alif there for you, ready for you to in case you're stopping there. Anytime you have two fatha, they put the alif next to you, so in case you're stopping, that alif is not considered the next letter though. In case you are stopping, having rule of noon, you look at the next letter, you would look at the wow as the next letter, not the alif. So maro do, right? Do is such a two counts. We take out this alif. But if you, let's say you decided to continue, because the Sūrat Lam, Sulli is you can stop here, but it's better to continue. Let's say you decided to continue. If you decide to continue, then you will look at the, okay, you know that now we're gonna apply the tanween. We know there's a noon sukun in this tanween. Done, right? We have a noon sukun, so that means that we have to look at the next letter to know how to read the noon. The next letter would be wow, not the alif. The next letter is a wow. Then we would do what? Noon sukun followed by a wow. Wow belongs to which group? Think about it. Wow belongs to the idgham letters, right? So the idgham letter that means we have two kinds of idgham bi ghunna, idgham ghayru ghunna. Idgham bi ghunna letters we're gonna drop, which is four of them: ya, wa, mim, nun. You remember them, but yanmu or yawmin, ya, wa, mim, nun, or ya, wa, yanmu, ya, nun, mim, wow, right? So and those are the idgham bi ghunna. And idgham ghayru ghunna, without ghunna, islam or ra. So it's 6 letters. 2 of them is idgham ghayru ghunna, means no nasal sound, and 4 of them you with ghunna, you have nasal sound. So with the nasal sound one, we're gonna blend the noon with the wow. Maro is simulation 50-50, right? We're gonna blend 50-50 the noon and the wow, noon sound and wow sound. So maro down, you hear the noon sound. If I didn't do noon sound, I would say maro down. Some people would do that and it's wrong. If you don't hear the noon sound, that means you're saying it wrong. Even if you stretch it for 2 harakas to saying, if you say maro daw, it's wrong. So maro down, and daw are different. You see, the first one has it noon. Maro. So which one has it noon? Maro daw or maro down, and maro daw. Which one has? So think about it. So maro. So if you maro do, if you're stopping here, or maro down, walahum, and you go back, right? Walahum. But if you stop here, you don't have to go back. You just say maro do. You don't have to go back. You could just say walahum azabun. But if you stop here, then you will have to go back. So you could start back from walahum. If you stop here, right, at the walahum. If you continue here and stop here, then you have to go by walahum at least. So, but if you stop here, when they give you those signs, you don't have to go back. Walahum. And sometimes you don't have to go back even if you don't have the sign, depending on the meaning. But if you don't know the meaning, then you want to be careful to just go back to somewhere you're safe. You know for sure that so that you won't make the meaning less. So walahum, the mim sukun, we have a mim sukun. We know that mim sukun belongs to what group of letters? Rule. Which mim sukun belongs to which group? Answer. You can answer it to yourself. Mim. If you say Lan Omar, give yourself a clap. Lan Omar. So mim sukun. And how long we hold it? For 1 haraka, 1 second for some people, and 1 time. So instead of just saying walahum adabun, you do walahum that you hold it for a little bit. You make it prominent. Walahum adabun. We have a noon sukun again. Bun, because we know all time we have noon sukun. So we have a noon sukun here, and every time we have noon sukun or tanween or noon sukun or noon that have nothing, we always look at the next letter to know how to read the noon sukun. The next letter is what letter, group of letters does Hamza belong to? Hamza belongs to which rule? or which is coming from where? It's, Hamza comes from the throat, and it becomes to be idhar. If you answer that question, those two questions, that means give yourself a clap. That means you got it right. Bun. So in that case, when we have when the nun sukun is followed by throat letter, what do we do? What do we do? Do we make the nun? Do we hide the nun? Do we make it clear? Do we blend it? Do we drop it? If you say we make it clear, again, give yourself a clap. So that means we're gonna make the nun clear because it's followed by throat letter. If you follow by throat letter, which is idhar rule, there's 6 of them. If you didn't know, you go to the beginning of the lesson and we'll go over the throat letters. It's 6 of them, and then it's from the bottom. Hamza is from the bottom part of the throat, so you make the nun clear in here. And when we hold it for 1 second for a reason. We make it clear because of idhar rule, but we hold it for, we're gonna hold the nun sukun again for 1 second. Who knows why? Or if you know why, then I mean, if it's because of Lan Omar, again, nun sukun is part of Lan Omar letters. Lan Omar letters are how many? 5 letters. And if you know those 5 letters, what are they? Lam, Nun, Ain, Mim, Ra, right? Lan Omar, Lam, Nun, Ain, Mim, Ra. If you know it, then give yourself a clap because that means you're doing good, mashallah. So, Adabun, make it clear and hold it clear because it's followed by Hamza. And then hold it for 1 second because of Lan Omar. Adabun alimun. This was, whenever you see this, a Dhamma or a fatha or a kasra with a meme together, that means that originally that it was a tanween. That means it was 2 dhammas or 2 fatha or 2 kasra. If you see 1 vowel and then meme, that means it was 2. But because then it's followed by ba, ba is called the boss. They call that the boss because it controls the meme. It's the noon sound, sorry, the noon. It's boss because it controls the noon. It changes the noon to meme. When noon sukun, it was originally tanween with no ends with the noon sukun. If it's followed by a ba, that means that the ba is a boss around the noon, and the noon change to meme. Because the noon is closer. The reason why the noon is closer in Arabic, because the meme sound is closer to the ba. They both lip letters. Noon is too far, is further back, so it changes to, Tajweed is to beautify, to simplify. So so that's why it will change to meme, and then when we hide the meme, when we're reading it, we don't say alimum. You don't close your lips. Supposed to close. I mentioned earlier, your lips supposed to close. The dry part of your lips are supposed to be touching up and low, touching close. So you close. So instead of closing it completely, when you're hiding meme, you leave a little space enough for a piece of paper. So alimu bima kanu. So when you hide, hold for 2 harakas when you hide the meme, right? So now it's no longer a noon, it's a meme now. That's why they put this meme. And always with this rule, the meme will be down, the tail down. The tail will be down for the meme. If the tail is slanted, the means is they're telling you no, it's a stopping rule sign. If the tail is slanted, it's not this rule. It's not the iqlab. This rule is called iqlab. The slanted meme, is usually for stopping sign. They want you to stop. You must stop there. If this iqlab rule, the tail will be down like this. You see how the tail is down. So alimu bima kanu yak. We got a kick sound. For kaf and fa, when they have an end sound, af or ak. Sorry, for the ata and at, ak. Okay. So here, yakdhibun, and why we saying boon? Because the second to last letter is a mad. Wow, mad, and either if it was aliwa or ya, you have options, 3 options. We choose the four to do 4 counts. Yakdhibun, and the noon here, noon fatha, we change to noon sukun because it's at the end of the ayah. and we hold it for 1 second, you know, second, right? Right? Or 1 haraka or figure. So let me read the ayah again. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم في قلوبهم مرض فزادهم الله مرضا ولهم عذاب أليم بما كانوا يكذبون في قلوبهم مرض فزادهم الله مرضا ولهم. If you do that, if you didn't stop here, you stop here, we go back. If you want, you could go as far as فزادهم الله ولهم عذاب أليم بما كانوا يكذبون. Or في قلوبهم مرض فزادهم الله مرضا ولهم عذاب أليم بما كانوا يكذبون. You hear the buzzing sound for za, because za is a letters of the they call the whistling letters, but za is more like a buzzing sound. So for za, even though you don't have, you hear it more with sukun or shadda on it, but you hear it still without it. For za, anytime you pronounce the letter, we got the buzzing sound for za. And then yeah, inshallah we stop here. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.